Now it's a bit chilly up here this morning because we're getting to the end of October, but what I'm going to do today is dig up the sweet potatoes. I haven't dug one up yet, so we're either going to be really happy because we get lots of lovely ones, or a little bit disappointed because they're very small or we haven't got any. So this is a first for me, so hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll get some nice potatoes. Now, as you can see, apart from this bit of grass, all the leaves of the sweet potatoes, because it's suddenly got quite cold, I was actually away when it got really cold, all the leaves, because it's been too cold, they've gone brown, but that's okay. It just means that they need to come up. I would have taken them up last week, but because I wasn't here, I couldn't. So fingers crossed, they'll be okay. So we'll get the fork, and there's one toilet roll, the top of one toilet roll I can see here. So hopefully they should be around this section somewhere. The only problem is you don't actually know how they're doing. They're like other potatoes. You've just got to keep your fingers crossed and hope they're okay. So I'll put it about 4 or 5 inches away from the toilet roll. Give a good dig in, just like you would with your normal potatoes. Pull back, and what are we gonna get? Oh look, we've got some. Oh look, they've all twisted round. They're not particularly big, but that's a first. Okay, let's just dig a bit more. I mean, all I can do with these, because they look more like carrots actually, don't they? But I'll just cut them up into chunks and roast them. I don't need to take the skins off. So let's just dig down a bit further and see if we can find any more. It's basically, all they are, it's the roots that swell on the sweet potatoes. So they're not as fat as the ones you get in the shop by any stretch of the imagination, but I'm quite chuffed actually. Ah, we've got enough there. Let's just dig a bit more, and again, as with potatoes, make sure you get them all out, otherwise they'll, in fact actually they may well die, any that are left in over the winter, but they may well start sprouting next year, but then you will know because you can just pull them up. I think that might be it for that one. I'll move along to the next one and I'll show you them all when I've finished. Well, there we go. That's what I managed to dig up. I'm quite chuffed, frankly. It's not as many as I was expecting, but for a first time, I don't think that's bad going. I will plant some next year, and hopefully they'll do a bit better. Maybe I'll grow them in a big pot in the greenhouse, because it will be more humid there and they might do better there. If you do, you need a big pot that's, I would say, about 18 inches across and maybe about 12 inches deep if you can find one. Make sure there's holes in the bottom, but I think that's okay personally. For a first time, I didn't really know what to expect, so I'll just give them a clean off, chop them in chunks and serve them like that. They'll be nice with a load of roasted vegetables. Well, that's that for the sweet potatoes. All I'm going to do now, because it's getting to the end of the season, is I'm just going to tidy each bed systematically, weed it, put some green manure down, take up any pumpkins or squashes. Actually, I think when I've got my selection, I may well show you all the pumpkins and squashes. Unfortunately, the huge, massive ones didn't do very well. In fact, I got one, it was about that big, tiny. So I'll try those again next year, but if you've had more success with those, then just let me know how big they are, how much they weigh. Can we do it in pounds and ounces, if possible, or do it in pounds and ounces and kilos? Then I can compare them, because I can't transfer one to the other. So I'll pick up all my squashes and I'll show you a nice little collection of them. So I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.